Hello! It's been quite a while. As per usual, please make sure to drop in the chat where you're from. Someone said, someone said croissants in Paris probably taste better than in the US. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Um, Maybe I should move this. I don't like this angle. I don't know if that's any better. Hello, hello. Guys, please drop in the chat where you're from. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done a live stream. It's been so long since I've been on YouTube in general. So for those of you guys who are new here, I'm Tiff. Oh my God, it's like whenever I'm about to say my intro, I go right back into I am an American living in Paris, but I'm not an American living in Paris. But this is a safe space for I would say this is a safe space for the dreamers and doers. Um, the people who have these big dreams, who want to experience life. I love to talk about life lessons here, travel, all of that fun stuff. So if that's what you're into, you are in the right place. Ooh, someone said LA. LA has been on my mind a lot. So we're going to get into that. Greetings from Houston, Texas. Hey, hey, hey. Hi from Florida. Love the hair. Thank you. Guys, I tried to go with like a little ombre. It's a little bit lighter than what I usually get, trying to switch it up a little bit. I'm trying to, especially with my hair, like for those of you guys who've been following for a while, you know that like usually I would always wear the big curls, but I'm trying to figure out like what my next signature look is going to be. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I've been just sticking to the braids for now. And I want a little bit lighter this time. Someone said, ooh, we have London in the house. We have France, New York, Toronto. Just moved from the DMV, now in Massachusetts. Hey, hey, I'm in Massachusetts too. Sorry, 1 second. Cool. Slovakia, wow. I love that we're such like a global community. I think that that's so cool. Trinidad. Hey, hey, hey. So, the way I usually do these live streams is feel free to write in the chat any questions you have, anything you're looking for advice on, travel, life advice. If you have any questions for me, since I've been MIA for quite some time, please feel free to drop them in the chat. But I really wanted to hop on here and just catch you guys up on what's been going on in my life. I know I've kind of been off YouTube. I've also kind of been off of Instagram and like all social media for the past, month or so. I would say YouTube for the past month. I think Instagram maybe the past few weeks. But it's mainly been because I have been crazy, crazy busy. So as you guys know, I've been going through a ton of life changes from number one, moving from Paris to the United States, which is, it's definitely been a transition. We're going to get into that. Two, I just started a new full-time job. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably already know this. But that's been a big change. And honestly, that's been keeping me very busy. So I'm kind of trying now to figure out like the right balance between YouTube and my job and all of that. So we're definitely going to get into that. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm the director of social media for this really cool agency that does, how do I want to explain it? For this really cool agency that basically does brand and like influencer partnerships for really, really big and really, really cool brands. So I'm really happy. I really, truly am. And it's been a really cool, exciting experience. But for me right now, I'm also trying to figure out like how do I balance YouTube and everything on top of that. So we'll definitely dive into that. Other updates, I would say I'm still trying to figure out where I want to live and where I want to call home. So We can definitely talk through that. I think the last live stream when I talked to you guys, I was kind of talking about that too. Oh my God, 111. Oh my God, that's crazy. I just saw it said that 111 people were on the YouTube live. And that's another thing. I have been seeing all of these angel numbers. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you already know my whole thing about 818. I'll probably share a little bit about it on this live stream too. But 818 is a number that I've been seeing. 888 is a number that I've been seeing. 111, like y'all, I've been seeing all the numbers. So if you guys are into this stuff, please drop in the chat, like if you've been seeing like any numbers and like what those are. So someone said, I've missed your vlogs. I know, I've missed making them too. Like, honestly, yesterday I was in Boston for a little bit. I drove into the city and I met my sister and her fiance and her fiance's brother for dinner. And I brought my camera and I was like forcing myself to vlog. I was like, because it's just been so long. And it was weird. I was like, oh, this doesn't feel, not that it didn't feel like, not that it didn't feel fun or anything like that, but it was just kind of weird. Like, wow, like I haven't done this in a long time. So yeah, definitely need to step my vlog game up for real. So that's definitely coming. Someone said, would this job eventually allow you to be a digital nomad and work from overseas? Ooh, that's a good question. So the job is fully remote, which is really nice. And I know that I probably could like go to Paris for a month or go overseas for a month or so at a time. So I think that that's definitely an opportunity for sure. But living abroad permanently again, I'm not sure. Like I'm really not sure if that's what I want to do right now. Traveling abroad, yes, absolutely. But because I'm just coming back from my 4.5 living abroad journey in Paris, I don't know if I'd hop to move abroad just yet. But that's definitely something we can talk through too. So someone said 111, how many people in the chat when I came in? Yes, Nina, thanks for sharing. Allison says, hey, Allison says, I saw 111 when I was in Paris last month. Yes, meant to be. Someone said falafel in Paris tastes better than in the US. Yes, and y'all know my favorite falafel place. Do you guys know my favorite falafel place? Let's do a test. Let's do a little pop quiz. Type in the chat what my favorite falafel place is in Paris. And I think I've gone to it in a video, and I know that I've talked about it a ton on Instagram. So let's see. I'm waiting for your replies. Let's see if anyone gets it. But while I'm waiting for your responses to come in, the one in Le Marais, yes, but what's it called? So my new job is I'm the director of social media for this agency that basically does brand and influencer partnerships. I kind of said it earlier in the live, but yeah, that's my new role. So I'm basically in charge of establishing their brand presence online and or on social media. No, not Gumbo Yaya. So Gumbo Yaya is soul food, the soul food place. Yeah, that's a chicken and waffle place. I know everything in Paris does taste better. Like for real. For real, for real. So I don't know, guys, what should I start with? Like, do you want to hear maybe first about how I've been transitioning? Wherever you move, you'll make it. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. So actually, why don't we start with that? Because a lot of people are talking about like the food and whatnot. And as some of you guys know, I am gluten intolerant here in the States. I am lactose intolerant here in the States. I've also been getting more and more intolerant to sugar too, which is a new one for me. But of course, like I think in France, I could basically eat everything. I think the one thing that I would kind of stay away from was dairy, but even so, like I've had cheeseburgers and cheese pizza in Paris, and I was totally fine. But here, like I have to cut all of it out. And actually, I was in DC not too long ago I was in DC not too long ago because a good friend of mine was having a bridal shower. And there's this French bakery in DC. So, any of you guys who are in the DMV area or are planning a visit to DC, there is a French bakery in DC. And I actually called in advance because I was like, can I actually eat the things here from here? Like, are they actually using ingredients from France? And I called and they said, yes, like all of our ingredients are from France, like our flour, everything that we use to make our baked goods is from France. And I was like, oh my God, I think I can eat the food here. So I went, I got a pain au chocolat, I got a croissant, I also got this like bread pudding that I didn't really love, but the croissant and the pain au chocolat were fire. Like it felt like I was back in Paris. So I was grateful to have found that place, but of course it's in DC, so I can't have it all the time. But yeah, if anyone's coming to the States, anyone lives in the DMV area, the place is called Je ne sais quoi. That's the name of the bakery. I'll put it in the chat too. Um, yeah, honestly, guys, everything is better in Paris. I have to say. Yeah, I think it's near Dupont Circle. I think that that's where it is. And yeah, it's like I know my intolerance here is because obviously in France, the food quality is so much better. They don't process their food in the same way that the US does. Even like little things like I remember I was like craving McDonald's for whatever reason in France. And in the US, I cannot touch McDonald's. Like I cannot touch it. Like I will get super sick. And I remember Googling it like, is McDonald's in France the same as McDonald's in the US? And it actually said that I think France or Europe in general uses one third of the ingredients that are used in the States when it comes to like McDonald's and I think fast food. So I was like, okay, maybe I can eat it here. And I did, and I was fine. Um, and then I got like addicted to like chicken McNuggets, and it was like a whole thing. But yeah. Um, yes, someone got it. Debbie got it. Lost you falafel. That's the falafel spot in Paris. It is so good. It's so good. And it's like their falafels are literally like €6 or something like that, which is actually equal to $6 right now that the euro and the dollar are basically the same. I saw an article about that not too long ago. Someone said McDonald's in Europe is different. In Poland, it's like a fancy restaurant. Yeah, like in Paris, I know some of the McDonald's I think have macaroons, like it's a whole thing. It's so different. Um, but oh my gosh, it's so great to reconnect with you guys. Like I have missed you guys so much, and this is why I really want to try and figure out like my balance with YouTube and also kind of figure out where my content is shifting. So for any of you guys who might have jumped on after I kind of said my whole spiel in the beginning, I have been basically MIA because I have been super, super busy and just kind of trying to find the right balance between full-time job, YouTube, and also I'm not gonna lie, it's been like social media has been kind of overwhelming, and I think just because, like, there are so many different platforms to be on now, like, of course, there's YouTube, which I think will always be kind of like my main thing. Now there's YouTube Shorts. Now, of course, TikTok is huge. On Instagram, like, I've really just been posting on Instagram stories and not so much in feed, although, I have so much content from the Virgin Islands, so I was in the islands for a little bit, for about a month or so when I kind of first made my transition back to the States. Guys, I have so much content. Like there are so many like reels and like short form videos that I filmed. I filmed a whole like summer vacation outfit looks video that I started to edit, but just like haven't had time to like finish it. So that's definitely coming. I'll probably post that later this week. if you guys are down, because I'm like, I have all of this content. Like, I feel like I should still post it all. So I have this kind of like cute summer vacation looks video coming that I filmed in the islands. So I'm definitely going to be posting that soon. Oh, and also, I think I'm going to change my upload days to Thursdays. And I'm saying that because with this new job, um, it's kind of like I only have the weekends to really edit. Sometimes I guess after work too, but I just want to give myself enough time to like edit and put the videos together and whatnot. So I think that I might change my upload day to Thursdays, which for any of you guys who are like OG followers, I actually started uploading on YouTube on Thursdays. Those were my days. And then I think if I'm doing live streams, I'll stick to Sundays. So just wanted to give you guys a little update on that. So Thursdays for like actual long form videos that I'm editing, and then probably still Sundays if I'm doing a live stream. So that's kind of how I think I'm going to start structuring things moving forward. Someone said, have you got any tips for discoloration? Your skin is glowing. Love from Geneva. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Well, I do have makeup on. So I can't take all the credit for the skin. But I do also have hyperpigmentation, especially under my eyes and some spots on my face, which you guys might have seen like in some of my vlogs where like I don't have makeup on. A lot of it is due to eczema. I've had really bad eczema all throughout my life. And I will say a few products that I was using in France that helped were La Roche-Posay. So I used their, what's it called? Their gel cleanser. I also used their matte moisturizer because I also have super oily skin. So I can definitely highly recommend those products. But for right now in the States, for cleanser, I've been using Elizabeth Grady. It's actually Elizabeth Grady. It's actually like a spa out here, so you can't find it like I don't think you can find it like just like online or on Amazon or anything. I think you actually have to purchase it from the boutique itself. But I'm on the hunt for really good skincare products here. So I'm definitely gonna be trying a few out, and I'll share my recommendations. It's also kind of nice that now that I'm back, I can actually like share product recommendations with you guys, and you guys can actually like go out and buy it. Like I feel like sometimes like when I was sharing stuff in France, it was a lot of stuff that I was getting and finding in Paris, and a lot of the stuff you guys couldn't really go out and get, especially for those of you who are based in the United States or just places outside of Paris. So I'm really looking forward to like sharing more of my recs with you guys for sure. And then so yeah, that's kind of the skincare. I have a very, very basic skincare routine, which is why I cover up my spots with makeup. So for makeup, I use Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury because it's super light and it's like breathable, especially like for the summer. And I started using it after I went to my best friend's wedding in Mexico, and the makeup artist used Charlotte Tilbury on my skin, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this foundation. So I use Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I use, what else do I use? For concealer, I think I'm actually using Tarte. And then I also use Charlotte Tilbury press powder. So that's kind of like my little secret. But I feel you, girl. I have all the discoloration too. And I am looking for products that can help with that. So I'll keep you posted for sure. Someone said, what arrondissement do you recommend for tourists to stay in? We are visiting for a week with kids and plan to tour, but need recommendations on where to stay. Ooh, that's a good question. So I will say I personally loved the ninth arrondissement. Like I loved the ninth. But again, I don't have a family. So I'm thinking, I mean, this is what I tell everyone who wants to visit Paris. I think a lot of it depends on what you want to do. So like I love the ninth because it's close to Pigalle, it's close to Montmartre, which is where I lived. So it was a perfect place for me. But for example, if you want to do touristy things like see the Louvre, the first arrondissement would be great. It does tend to be a little bit more pricey than other areas. The seventh, oh my God, actually, maybe you should check out the seventh. I really like the seventh arrondissement. There's a really cute market street called what's it called? Rue Claire Market. It's you can I think you can walk to the Eiffel Tower from the seventh too, but at the same time, it's not like you're in the middle of the craziness of Paris, and you can still easily get around to different places. So maybe check out the seventh. I also love Le Marais, but I will tell you, Le Marais is very crowded. So with kids, it might be a good place to check out, but I'm not sure if you'd want to be, there for the entirety of your trip. So yeah, maybe check out the seventh. Maybe check out the seventh. Someone said definitely too many platforms. Oh, well, give yourself space. You're still decompressing. Your new vibe will present itself to you. Thank you so much. So yes, what I was talking about a little bit earlier is how like now there are so many platforms to be on, like having a presence on YouTube, which you guys know YouTube is my favorite platform. Then of course Instagram, but now Instagram has Reels and all of this stuff, and of course TikTok and all of the things. And lately I've also just been trying to figure out like what is it that I want to share now. And as you guys know, or for those of you guys who've been following me, if you watched my kind of like leaving Paris video, a big thing that I pointed out was how for so long my identity was like wrapped up in Paris, and that's kind of like all I was talking about and sharing about. And I think that this move is really forcing me to start to think about, okay, like what are those things that I get super excited talking about and sharing? And how can I make content around those things? Because I'm not going to lie, and I think I've said this in other videos too, towards the end of my life in Paris, like I was just like so over just talking about Paris. Like I wanted to talk about like things that were more meaningful, and not to say that Paris isn't meaningful. I don't want you guys to like get the wrong impression, but I think that I could sense that my heart wasn't fully in it. And I think that now that I've left, I think it's just opened the door for me to really dive deep into like what could I really pour my heart into? Like what topic, what if it's like a topic or if it's I don't know, like challenges I know a lot of people are doing, but like what are those things that I can really pour my heart and soul into that I'm going to be really excited to talk about? So I think that's another reason why I've been kind of struggling to put up content, is because I'm trying to figure out like what are those things that I'm excited about that will also add value to you guys. Um, as you guys know, like life lessons are my thing. I feel like throughout my life over the past few years or so, have I've just gained so many life lessons just through my personal journey. And it's like those are things that I would love to share with you guys more. So let me know if you guys are down to hear things like that or would love content around that. Because I feel like that's definitely something that I personally love sharing. And I also love when you guys share things too, because one thing that I really would love to do more and more here, and I think you guys honestly do a great job of it too. It's like, yes, I can share all of my knowledge, but I also love when you guys share your knowledge too, and you guys are learning from each other. Because I personally learned so much from you guys. So yeah, it's like I don't know if there are just more, if I just do more like life lesson chats and things like that, because like I'm definitely down to do all of that and more, like life advice and whatnot, because I just feel like I've learned so much. I'm sure that all of you guys have learned so much too. And I always say it's like right now I feel like I'm at a place where it's like I do it for the aunties and uncles because I have a lot of internet aunties and uncles out there. I also do it for my internet besties. Love you guys. And then I also feel like I do it for the younger generation who is just trying to figure it out, because I've obviously been there before. And I think it took me so long just to kind of start to carve my own path, because I at first, like, and especially in college and just getting out of college, it's like I thought that I had to follow this very traditional life path. And I feel like now it's a lot different because we do have the internet and we do have social media. So we have a lot more access to see, the other paths and avenues that people are taking. But for me, I do it for the younger generation too, who maybe is struggling because they don't feel like the traditional path of life suits them, but they don't know what else is out there. So I really want to have more conversations like that too, because I do think it's super, super important. I'm gonna look in the chat real quick to make sure I didn't miss any questions. So someone said, "Are you using steroid creams?" So no, I'm not. I'm not using any steroid creams right now. I just use Elizabeth Grady, and honestly, I just bought the like Neutrogena moisturizer just because I ran out of moisturizer, and I'm not yet sure exactly like what brand I want to go with next. So I just picked up the Neutrogena like oil-free one from think Stop and Shop. So Stop and Shop, for any of you guys who are not in the U.S. or not based in Massachusetts, it's basically like I guess like a Franprix, I guess you could say, but way bigger, just like a grocery store. But it doesn't have all of the stuff that how do I want to explain this? In the US, it's so different where I feel like where in the grocery stores, you can get basically everything, where I feel like in France, outside of Monoprix, well, actually, I feel like Franprix also sold some things, some face creams and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like in France, it was very much like you had your pharmacy where you got all of your skincare products and medicines and all of that stuff. And then you had your grocery stores where you got everything else. Stop and Shop is a little bit of both. Although Monoprix sometimes had both. Someone said after 4.5. Okay. Someone said after 4.5 years in France, how fluent did your French get? Aha! I'm level A2B1 after 17 months, and I wonder what comes the point when things pick up. Oof, that's a really good question. And let me know when things do pick up for you. But I will say my French language learning journey was like an uphill battle. I've had teachers, I took online courses, I did all of the things. I will say that I'm not as fluent as I would like to be, which is why I really do want to continue with classes because I would love to get fluent. But I also will say, I think a big issue that I had personally was whenever I would go out, try and practice my French, speak French to people, they would always respond back in English, always. And I think at a certain point, for me, when I was kind of going through the stage in Paris, which I think I talked about in my Leaving Paris video, when I was super overwhelmed, where I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's next for me, where I was just not in a great place mentally, I got to the point where I was like, okay, you're speaking to me in English. I'm going to speak to you in English because I am not in a good place mentally right now. So I think, Paris came with a lot of ups and downs for sure. And I think um, the one thing I wish I had the ability to practice more is my French for sure. So I would say keep practicing, keep watching movies. I actually continue to watch movies in French, but yeah, I just want to keep it real with you guys. Like I do wish that I was a lot more fluent than I am, and continuing to take lessons, continuing to watch French movies and TV is definitely something that I'm doing. But there definitely was a point where my mental health in Paris was like, oop, and because everyone was kind of switching into English, which honestly is very annoying because it also, again, prevented me from really learning when everyone's kind of switching. I think it was just not as I just think I wasn't picking it up as fast as I probably could have, for sure. So yeah, that's what I'll say about French. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Um, so sorry, just going. But it is a beautiful language, and I do highly recommend if you are there, try and learn. try and learn because it is a beautiful language, and I'm still continuing to learn. So, um, someone said, "P.S. You look great." Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm wearing these eyelashes. Oh my God. I'm like obsessed with fake eyelashes right now. And there's this um, blogger that I love. Her name is Hilo Lux. And she put on her Amazon storefront the eyelashes that she bought. And I'm like, I need to find these eyelashes. So I'm trying these ones out. I'm like obsessed with them. Um, so yeah, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I also, guys, I think I want to do more like fashion content too. I don't know. I feel like over the next few months, I'm just going to be trying a lot of different content that makes my heart happy, and hopefully will make you guys happy too. But of course, let me know. But yeah, I'm kind of just trying to find my thing, my niche. Take a sip of my water. So what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's already 4:30. These lives always go by so fast. Um, hey, hey, we have someone joining from the British Virgin Islands. I was just there. Someone said, "Oh, you look so rested and gorge." Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, guys, I've been feeling good. I've been feeling good. Like my mental state now from like when I was in Paris, like my last year and a half there, it's like 360 for sure. I will say though, just being completely transparent, my anxiety has been like there have been a lot of ups and downs with my anxiety, and part of me is like I don't know if it's because like I love to go 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 go, and sometimes I'm like I don't know if my body and everything has caught up to like all of the changes that are happening in my life. Like you know, I'm living in a new place. I just got a new job after basically being working for myself for the past 2 years. Still trying to figure out, what's next for me in terms of where I want to live. So there have been like a lot of ups and downs in that department, and I'm actually looking for a new therapist. So I'm excited to find someone who would be a good fit for me for sure. But yeah, it's like I feel good, and I think that like coming back on here and chatting with you guys and reconnecting with you is just giving me so much energy too. Like I really miss this. I really love the community that we have. I really truly do. And which is another reason why I'm really trying to find the right balance between the job and this and how do I make everything work? Because y'all know I'm a one woman show. And yeah, I just have to figure out how to make it all work. Someone said life lessons with Tiff would totally work. Oh, thank you. Maybe we should do that. Would you guys like that? And also, like, if there are any like life advice kind of topics or stuff, feel free to drop them in the chat because I can either answer them here live or I'll make a video about it. Um, yeah, I want to share more life lesson stuff with you guys for sure. Um, for show. P.S. You look great. Oh, I think I already read that one. I'm 26, dating right now in Paris. Any tips where to find great men? Listen, girl. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I wish I had more advice for you. Um, when I was living there, I think people were on apps like Hinge was a big one, Bumble was a big one. Definitely try the apps. Um, I think that now that things are more, opened up, definitely try bars and going out. There was this cute place called Pause Parisienne, which is like right along the water. That's a cute place that you can probably go to. Um, but girl, I don't I that one is a hard one. Y'all know my stories about dating in France from, how men have tried to pick me up. I think I did a whole video about that to um, going on a bunch of dates in Paris to breaking up with my boyfriend in Paris. Like y'all basically know a lot of it. And yeah, honestly, I don't know. I would say try the apps and maybe get outside and go to La Paz, Parisienne. Le Carmen was also a place that me and my friends like to go to. But again, this was like years ago, like kind of like before the pandemic, which I don't even know if I can say that word on YouTube. So oops. But yeah, I wish I had more advice for you in that department. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, thanks. Another person said yes, life lessons because you're such a big inspiration to all. So sweet. Do you speak French? I just answered that question. And actually, I guess to fully answer it, because I feel like sometimes I'm just like shy when it comes to French. I can speak French. I would just say I'm not as fluent as I would like to be. Someone said there is a YouTube channel called Les Frenchies. They have just put up a video on the best places to stay and things to do with children in Paris. Oh, cool. So for the person who was asking about where to stay in Paris with children, check that out. That's a good resource. Thank you so much. See, this is what I mean about you guys also sharing information. Like, I love that. I love that. Someone said, hey, Tiff, you look so beautiful. You're practically glowing. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Stop. Someone said, oh, oops, I just lost my place in the chat. Someone said, Stella, Tiffany can speak French. Thank you. I feel like I'm so shy about it. I don't know. I think it's just because I want to be better. Someone said, I guess moving has done, Bree said, I guess moving has done you so well. How are you? Thank you for asking. I'm actually good. I feel like I'm finally in a place where I feel like I'm finally in a place where I see things moving forward, where I feel like in Paris, I was just feeling so stuck for the past like year and a half. And I do think when the world got turned upside down, it really forced me to like look inwards and figure out like, what do I want out of life? And I feel like I'm finally in a space where I'm heading in the direction that I want to go in for sure. There's still a ton that I need to figure out for sure. So I definitely, still have some big decisions to make, but I at least feel like I'm moving in the direction that I want to be moving in. And I think for me, and just kind of knowing again, like the mental state that I was in, my last year in Paris, I think for me, like that's a huge win for sure. So yeah, I guess that's definitely where I feel like I'm at right now is, I again don't have it all figured out, still working on a lot of things, but am making strides in the right direction for sure. Thanks for asking. And also, how are you guys? Drop in the chat how you guys are doing. I always love to hear how you're doing and what's been going on and just kind of check up on you. So feel free to drop that in the chat. Ooh, someone said one of my favorite moisturizers is acai berry, or not someone, Alana. Thank you for that. Me and Alana had a one-on-one social media session. It's acai berry with squalane and aloe by Skin Script. So that's a good one, I guess. If you guys, whoever asked the question about skin products. Someone said hello from LA. Hey. So speaking of LA has been on my mind a lot. So I definitely think a trip out there could be coming soon. Have any of you guys on the chat, did you see on Instagram when I was talking about the whole 818 thing? Drop in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, because if not, then I'll probably have to like re-explain it, about how I kept seeing that angel number 818 and how it's connected to LA. Let me know. Someone said, I feel you. Hard to define what's my content, especially not following traditional paths. I began my channel during the pandemic and struggle with my message. Thanks for a live stream. Yeah. Content is what's been on my mind for the past month or so, figuring out what I want to share. But I think for me too, I am such a perfectionist and I literally overthink everything. And I think that that's what's been holding me back too, honestly and truly. I think that I've just been like, I don't know, like, is this something I should share or not or whatever? And I think that for me, the biggest thing is going to be getting out of my own head, honestly, for real. So if any of you guys are struggling in this way, if any of you guys are like fellow YouTubers or content creators or whatever, or figuring out your next direction, my biggest advice for you would be to try and get out of your head because that's something that I'm trying to do right now. It's just like, I am just so like, I don't know, like I know that I've struggled with anxiety like my whole life, but I think that lately it's been like coming up more and more like, girl, this is something you really need to learn how to navigate once and for all because it is my perfection. It's not good. Like, I'll give you guys an example. Even when I was planning this live stream today, like, I'm, of course, so excited to go live today. And I put it for what, 4 p.m. EST. And I put it up and I was like, oh no, like, maybe I should have done 3 p.m. EST because I want to make sure, like, people in Europe could, like, I had like this whole back and forth. And I was like, Tiff, you already said it at 4 p.m. Just leave it at 4 p.m. It's fine. But it's like, I just feel like my mind will like attach to things and spiral out of control. And I feel like it holds me back in so many ways. So this is definitely something, again, like why I want to get, why I want to start working with a therapist again and like all of that stuff. It's like, there are just so many things that I feel like I get anxious about that I feel like I don't need to be getting anxious about. And I think it's just, again, holding me back from like creating the type of content I want to create and all of that stuff. Yeah, guys, your girl needs to get out of her own head. So if y'all can help hype me up from time to time, like if you see that like I haven't posted on stories or something in a while, just like a hey girl, like because it's like I literally need a push to get back on. And I will say, I think a big thing that, or at least over the past few months, the past like month or so that I've been struggling with too is just like being consistent on social media. But as I'm like talking this through with you guys and like saying it out loud, I also think I need to start showing myself a little bit more grace too. Cause it's like I've been going through a huge major transition. Like I've been going through so many life changes. So it kind of makes sense why I maybe haven't been able to like do all the things. But yeah, I just remember there was a time when like I was like crazy about YouTube. Like I would stay up until like 3, 4 in the morning editing content because I was not going to miss a Sunday upload. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want to get back to that space again where it's like, I'm so excited to put out content and I'm so excited to share. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out like, what is that thing for me right now? I hope all of this is making sense because I didn't write out an outline or anything. Like I'm just kind of chatting with you guys, which I love to do. And who knows, maybe it's doing more live streams like this because I love when I get to chat with you guys in this way and you guys can like, share, what you're thinking and your questions and stuff. So thinking about doing more live streams for sure. Someone said, as a French speaking person, I'm guilty of doing that. I think it's also people wanting to practice. Exactly. It's also the French wanting to practice English for sure. Oh my gosh, it's already 4:45. I didn't want this to go too long, but it's like I love chatting with you guys. Okay, wait, let me try and like quickly look through. Um, any culture shocks from being back in the United States? Culture shocks. I think one, and I think I've mentioned this before, it's like in restaurants, and even sometimes when you go into stores, it's like I feel like here people are kind of like overly friendly and like, what do you need? Do you need anything? And I feel like it's just not like that in France. So for a while, it was like giving me anxiety, like, oh my God, like, why did this waiter come to the table like 20 times to check on us? So I feel like that's definitely a big one. Um, Other culture shocks. I think the food, it's not really like a culture shock because like I anticipated it, but like um I think that the food thing is just one that's been like a hard transition for me, just because like I'm used to being able to eat whatever I want in Europe, and now that I can't, it's really, really annoying. Um, Other culture shocks. I will say one thing I've noticed since being back is that like here, it's very much like a go, go, go mentality where I feel like in France, people just take their time a lot more. Who knows? Maybe that's why my anxiety is being triggered. I don't know. But I feel like here it's like people expect things now. And when I say people expect things now, I mean like it's still, and I guess it's kind of like this in France too, but like, for example, like it's crazy that you can literally order like whatever you want off of Amazon and we'll get here like tomorrow. You know, it's like I feel like our culture is very like quick, quick, we want it now. Um, Versus I feel like in France, it felt a little bit more like easygoing. Like I'm gonna sit in this chair and I'm gonna read a book and it's fine. I'm gonna take a stroll and not think about anything and it's fine. I feel like here it's not really like that. Um, Is there another city in Europe you would want to live in or are considering? Good question. So I definitely do want to spend some time in London for sure. The only thing is I'm not sure if I see it as like a forever place for me. And I think it's because so the few times that I've been to London, it's been very gloomy and very dark. And I don't know if that's something that I could deal with. Um, like I love the sunshine, which is another reason why I feel like LA is calling my name. Like I feel really good in warm weather and when it's sunny outside. But with that said, I do really want to spend some time there. Because I do know a few people there. And I feel like it's such a vibe. And I wish that I had the opportunities to spend more time there when I was actually living in Paris. But I would love to do maybe like a month in London. I think that that could be really cool. Someone said, "Will we be seeing you more?" Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to be trying my hardest to put out more content. For those of you guys who jumped on maybe a little bit later, I was sharing that I think I'm going to switch up my upload schedule just because now that I have the full-time job, it'll be easier for me to like take the weekend to like edit and whatnot and like post on a weekday. So I'm thinking of my upload schedule being more of like a Thursday upload. And then if I ever want to do, or if we ever want to do like a live stream, keep those on the weekend. So keep those on a Sunday. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Um, Someone said, Kat said, um, Tiffanie, please don't be so hard on yourself. You've accomplished more in your journey abroad than what most people only dream of. You're totally unique and amazing, girl. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I will say I am very hard on myself. I am. And that's kind of why earlier I was saying, like, I think I just need to learn how to show myself grace and like, it's okay if I can't do everything and be on every platform all of the time. But once I get a team, best believe y'all will be seeing me everywhere. But right now it is only just me. Yeah, I'm definitely trying my best. And I do plan to be on YouTube more and be more consistent. I think again, I'm just trying to find and figure out the next balance. But yeah, I'm been working. I've literally been working on the summer vacation video for like the past like 2 weeks, just because I've been trying to find the time. But that's definitely coming. Maybe I'll try and post that this upcoming Thursday. Let's see. It's a really good video, actually. I think you guys will like it. Someone said, "What are you doing in your new job?" Oh, so I shared about it more. Or Lily said, yeah, Lily said. So I'm the social media director for this creative, I keep saying creative agency. I'm the social media director for this agency that does brand and influencer partnerships for like the world's biggest brands. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. And it's remote, which is amazing. Um, let's see what else. We are here for you and praying. Thank you so much. Someone said, "Hey, Miss Tiff, glad you're back on the tube. Remember to give or allow yourself forgiveness and grace. You will be fine." Thank you, thank you, thank you. Someone said, "You did amazing while you were in Paris. I learned new things from you as an overseas entrepreneur. It's not easy at all. And I also go through ups and downs on my emotional journey." Yes, it is not easy. Thank you, thank you. You guys are all so sweet. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, full-time job, full-time job. And honestly, guys, like, because you, for those of you guys who've been following me for a while, again, I was basically working for myself for the past 2 years. Now I have a full-time job, and I'm really excited about it too because I think for a while, like YouTube and being a content creator, although it is something that I love to do, I think it was starting to feel less like I was pouring my heart into it and more like, okay, this is something that like I just need to do. Like I need to do it. Right. And it's like, I want to get back into the flow of, kind of like what I was saying earlier, like this is something that I'm really pouring my heart into. And even my friends could kind of, even my friends, one of my friends commented on like, before it was like we could see your soul in your videos. And now it's like you can kind of tell that you're not as into it, I guess you could say. And it's like, and I think a lot of that was because again, like the whole figuring out like what I wanted to do and like next steps and stuff with Paris, but also like I think for a while and even now, it's like I'm just really trying to find that thing that I'm super excited about and super excited to share. Cause I really do think that like once you find that thing, it's like you're not wanting to switch it up every 2 years because it's like it's your thing. It's what you really love and enjoy doing. And I think for me, Paris was a great start for sure. And I'm so grateful that like I had that opportunity abroad to like share with you guys everything that I was learning, especially for any of you guys who, maybe were thinking of living abroad or traveling abroad or whatnot. Like I'm so grateful that I had that opportunity. And I think it was a great start for me. But I I think that deep down I feel like there's just so much more I can offer and share with you guys. And I think I'm just trying to figure out like exactly what that is and what's going to feel good and exciting and keep me going and keep me energized. You know what I mean? Like doing stuff like this, like what I'm doing right now, like this gives me energy. Like I love doing this. Like I love chatting with you guys in this way. So I think I'm just trying to figure out, and again, maybe I do more live streams. I don't know, but I just want to find I think it's just like I wanna get my groove back. I wanna get my groove back, and I want it to be in a way where I feel like I'm really connecting with you guys, and you guys are connecting with me, and we're learning from each other and all of that. So yeah. So yeah, a lot that's been on my mind. Um Ooh, someone's going to who said Miss Inspiration says that she's going to Paris for the first time in about 8 weeks. Oh my gosh. So cool. Thanks for all the tips. You played a significant role. Oh my gosh. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Jada says, "Where are you going next, sis?" I'm trying to figure it out. I think my next stop in terms of like my next little trip probably will be LA. I might go to New York for a little bit just to see some friends and whatnot and catch up with people. But in terms of like exactly where I'm going for long term, I have no idea yet. But I will of course like let you guys know like once I figure that out for sure. Someone said, maybe you answered this, but are you planning to travel more and take us along? Of course, absolutely, 100%. Um, But I will say I don't really have any like big travel plans yet. Um, but wherever I go, just know that you guys will be on the journey with me. I will absolutely take you along for sure. Someone said, "Yeah, London." Yeah, I've been really thinking about London. Um, I'm just trying to figure out like the right time of year to go because again, like I hate being cold. I hate being cold. And I remember I went in January. It was freezing. I think it was colder than Paris. So I don't know if I could go in January. I've been living in London for 23 years. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay. Maybe we should connect. Hit me up on Instagram because I want to figure out like the best time to go to London. I don't want to be cold and like uncomfortable. Maybe it's the summertime, which dang, maybe that means I need to like wait until next summer. I don't know. Ooh, someone said planning for a meetup anytime. I really want to do a meetup. I really want to do a meetup. I know that we are everywhere. Like this community is literally everywhere, which is really cool. So I'm trying to figure out like where do we do it? Like what city do we do? Um yeah, me and Paige have been talking. Me and Paige, she's my girl. We've definitely been talking. Um but yeah, guys, if anyone's down to do a meetup, let me know because I would love to do a meetup soon. I think I'm just trying to figure out like what city do we do it in? Or maybe I just try and do one in like all of the cities that I plan to visit in the future. Never go to Canada. It gets negative 40 degrees. Woof. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I hate being cold. I really do. Well, all right, guys. Any last burning questions? It's been so fun to catch up with you. So, so fun. Oh, Allison. Yeah, you're in New York. So Allison is someone who I also did a one-on-one with, which is really fun. Cool. So yeah, I'll keep you posted if I do one in New York. It'd be cool to do a New York one. Someone said, "Can you talk more about angel numbers? I cannot seeing." Yes, listen, you guys, this is like my jam. If you are someone who believes in the magic of the world, we are on the same page. Like that is my vibe. I believe in the magic of the world. I believe in the vibes. I believe in the angel numbers. Like it is literally my jam. It is literally my jam. So when I talk about the angel numbers and stuff, it's basically I don't know what to do with my hair. I don't know why I keep touching it. Um, so I have been seeing these numbers constantly. And there was a time when I don't know, a year and a half ago or so, I was in Paris, completely miserable, not knowing what direction to take. And I was just like, God, because I believe in God, for you, it can be whoever you believe in. But I was just like, God, like, I surrender. What is next for me? Because I have no idea. Send me a sign. And I swear, ever since that moment when I asked for that direction, I've seen all of the angel numbers. 1212 is a really big one, which 1212 I think is the angel number around like change and transformation. 818 is a huge one for me, which is all about actually I put it on my Instagram as a highlight. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I put it as a highlight there. And you can see the full story. But 818, I'm just gonna look at my highlight. What is it? Denotes achieving a state of equilibrium and peace in your life. Additionally, it is a sign of manifested prosperity and fortune. This number could be a sign that an important time in your life is drawing to a close. Which, when I was seeing it in Paris, made so much sense because, like, my time in Paris, like that chapter was kind of coming to a close, but I still see it literally everywhere. And so for me, a good piece of advice that a friend told me from her kind of like spiritual advisor is when you keep seeing these sequences of numbers, look it up. Just like look it up, look up the angel number and what it means, because it usually will be telling you something that you need to hear. And that's been my experience with angel numbers for sure. So with 818, it gets even crazier because so I kept seeing it everywhere. Like I remember on my weather app, it would show sunrise 818, or every time, or I remember like I would look at my Instagram stories view count and it would be like 1,818 views. I'm like, this is really weird. So just stuff like that continued to happen. And then at work, we were doing this event and we asked everyone to send in their numbers for like a shared not Instagram, for like a shared iPhone album. Everyone started sending in 818 numbers. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what is this number? What area code is this? And it's an LA area code. And I'm like, that's really weird. So I do personally believe that these numbers are here to guide us in some way. At the same time, I do think that we all receive signs differently. So for me, for me, like numbers have just been a constant thing. I'll even tell you guys another one. And I didn't want to share this while I was in Paris for safety reasons and whatnot. But so my birthday is May 10th, so 510. And when I was living in Paris, I was living on the fifth floor. There were only two apartments on the fifth floor. Fifth floor, mailbox 10, 510. I was like, that's really weird. So yeah, these numbers for me, I feel like for me, I use them as a source of direction and guidance. But again, I do think that everyone gets signs differently. I have a friend who's more of a like sees things in her dreams type of person. I have another friend who's more like colors and spirit animals and sound. So like I feel like it's all about like understanding how God, the universe, or whoever you believe in speaks to you. But yeah, for me, angel numbers, I'm like, my angels got my back for sure. Ooh, someone said I would love to meet up in LA. Hey, okay, cool. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe do something like get together the people who are in these different cities and do something like that. I need to get back, guys. I need to get back on my email list. I literally have not sent an email to my email list in like a year, and I've been feeling so bad about it. But I just don't know what I want to do with that. But like, I need to get back on top of that. I don't know. Summer in London is great. My friends and I are all going to Marabou's spa. Yes, Mirabeau. Oh my gosh, Mirabeau. So Mirabeau is this French-inspired spa that me and my mom went to last summer. And it's amazing. You are gonna love it. Let me know what you think of it when you go. Like send me a DM. Um, I would love to hear how it goes for you. Yes, we get signs all the time. Yes. Same here. 12, 12, 11, 11. 101, 80. Ooh, she sees 818. I also see 808 too, 444. Yep, I see those too. Cool, cool, cool. Someone asked, okay, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I might hop off soon. But this is so fun. I just love doing this. Um, Someone said, why did you move from Paris? Rachel, girl, this would take me so long to share, but I do have a full video on my YouTube channel where I break down exactly like how I was feeling, what motivated me to leave and start a new chapter. So all of that is in the video. But I guess to sum it up, I would say I was feeling over the past, and again, this was over maybe like a year and a half that I had been feeling this way before I actually made the decision. I was just feeling super stuck. My mental health was not the best. I was so ready for a new beginning and a new chapter. And what else? I'm trying to think of what else I had shared too in that video. But it was a lot of that, just feeling stuck, feeling like I wasn't moving forward, feeling like I was so ready for change in a new chapter, and feeling like I was just ready for something. Like it was almost like I was ready to just expand past Paris. Like Paris was great and I think it served its purpose for me at the time, but I also had always kind of felt like there was just so much more I could share and offer. But yeah, if you watch that video, it's on my channel. I go into detail about like exactly everything that I was feeling and what motivated me to move. So you can definitely check that out. Thank you so much. You look beautiful. And I want you to know you are loved and supported. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to make me cry, honestly. Like, I have to say, too, like, when I put out that video about leaving Paris, like, I was like boohoo crying at all of your comments, all of your love and support. I was not, I mean, I just don't think I was expecting like so much love and support and like well wishes and everything. Like, you guys are truly, truly the best. And, um, yeah, I really do want to continue to connect with you guys and, figure out ways that we can do meetups and stuff like that because I have so much fun with you guys. I do. I really, truly do. Um, woof. I've been talking for woof. We're at an hour and 5 minutes. This is a long live stream. A long live stream, but it was well worth it. Oh, Paige. Love you, Tiff. So proud of my friend. Paige, I love you. I miss you. And I'm proud of you because living abroad is not easy. It is not easy. So I'm proud of you. You are still doing it, girl. And I'm so happy that you're on. Just want to make sure I didn't like miss any like big questions or anything. Africa. Oh my gosh, my cousin's on. Hi, Tiff. You look beautiful. Oh, you were. Oh my god, I didn't even like realize that was you that said that. Hey, girl. Thanks for hopping on. Oh my gosh, all the love. I'm loving this. So Africa's my cousin. And then Paige. Oh, if you guys aren't subscribed to Paige's channel, you better subscribe. So she is an American living in London. Definitely check out her page. Definitely check out Paige's page. Or channel. Okay, cool. I feel like I've answered a lot of stuff. I feel like I've caught you guys up on all that's been going on. Um, just been really, really busy trying to balance a lot, but I'm getting there. And yeah, just wanted to hop on here to catch up a little bit, share with you guys what I've been going through, what I've been thinking, and yeah, let's do more of these. I'm really going to try and be more consistent. Going to work on some more videos. Like I said, there probably is going to be a summer vacation looks video coming out soon. So don't be like, what's going on? I filmed it in the islands and I just have not had a chance to post it. Then after that, I think I might even have another like Virgin Islands vlog. And then after that, maybe it'll be more of like what I've been up to here. So yeah, I got a lot of things to think through, but like I didn't want you guys to be like what summer vacation looks, and I like hadn't even really caught up with you guys yet or anything. What's Paige's channel? It's Paige Mariah. Like this. So thank you. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Massachusetts right now. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for hopping on this live stream with me. I know it was so last minute. It's always so much fun to catch up with you. Feel free to like shoot me DMs if you have content suggestions or if you have any other questions. I feel like I'm going to be more on and available now for sure as I figure out the right balance. But so great to catch up. So great to catch up. I've missed this so much. Love you and appreciate you more than you know. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.